OldDadGuy presents The Girl in the Stone, a Gretchen's Lock ghost story. Beaver Creek doesn't make much noise. Not these days. But if you stand real still by the old stone lock at dusk, if the fog curls just right and the crickets stop long enough, you might hear something else entirely. A sob. A whisper. A girl's voice carried on a breeze that doesn't quite belong. Let me take you back before the ghost walks and flashlight tours, before the teenagers dared each other down Sprucevale Road. Back to 1838. They called it progress. The Sandy and Beaver Canal was to be a shining thread of commerce winding through the Ohio wilderness. And one of its masterminds was Edward Gill, an English engineer with sharp eyes and sharper plans. His name shows up in records from New York to Ohio, always moving soil and charting rivers. And in the late summer of that year, he came to Columbiana County with his daughter, or so the story goes. Her name? Gretchen. They say she was just a child, 8, maybe 9. Bright-eyed, curious, loved to watch the workers hauling stone. The laborers liked her, taught her how to whistle through her teeth, and warned her away from the muddy banks. It was a harsh camp, but she softened it. Then the sickness came. Malaria, they figure. It swept through the canal camps like wildfire. Gretchen caught it, and she never recovered. Now, here's where facts start blending with something heavier. Gill, they say, had no access to a church cemetery. The lock, unfinished but deep and dry, became her resting place. A temporary crypt. He wrapped her in linen, sealed her in a coffin, placed her in the cool belly of the stone's lock, promised he'd return for her. He never did. Some say he died at sea. Others say he made it back to England and refused to speak of Ohio ever again. But Gretchen, she stayed. Walk the trail today and the lock still stands. Stone teeth chewed down by time. Moss covered and quiet. But quiet isn't empty. Visitors talk about it. Not locals, out-of-towners mostly. They don't know to doubt. A young woman walking the trail alone said she heard giggling ahead of her, like a child ducking behind trees. Another claimed their phone died completely near the lock, battery fine moments earlier. Then came back on with a black and white photo in the gallery they swear they didn't take. And there's that old ranger, retired now. He told a friend over too many drinks that he saw a girl in white walking the towpath around 10 p.m. Said she was barefoot and that she never looked up, even when he called out. She just kept walking until she disappeared behind nothing at all. No storm, no fog, just gone. And then there's the cold. Paranormal investigation teams have done dozens of sweeps of the area. Thermal imaging, EMF readers, audio logs. They picked up anomalies right at the edge of Lock 41. Not a spike, a pattern, like a pulse. One they say syncs with the exact minute of sunset on the day she died, August 23rd. Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe some stories root themselves too deep to be pulled free. So, if you come out to Gretchen Fest, bring a flashlight, sure, bring bug spray, but don't bring disbelief, because somewhere in the stillness of the trees and stone, a girl is waiting, not angry, just lost, still hoping someone kept their promise.